That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, people can carry up. I've seen people carry 35 years of waste in their bowels. And then they get what they call a colonic irrigation, which partly removes some of it. And when you do pathology on it, that meat in the bowel can be 35 years old.
Wow.
Right? So can you imagine what sort of decimation of inflammation that it does to your gut?
Yeah. That's right, guys. We're going to have a wonderful, great, and extraordinary day. I'm your host, Robert Ashday, your robust presenter, and we're moving to the next part of the show, which is the extensive wellness section with the one and only Ronald. Good morning, Ronald.
Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning. I got my celery.
That's my attempt at an Irish accent.
Look, we can only try. On a breakfast show, it's all good. You know, we communicate the best way we have possible. And top of the morning to you, that's how we roll.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you hear what I'm going to say, you're going to be amazed because it is such an amazing solution to getting young and younger as you get older, okay, in age, right? And you remember last week we talked about apples, right? Mm-hmm. And now you remember I made the call that you should be eating at least 3 apples per day, right?
That's correct. Yep.
One of the many nutritious factors was that one apple, a medium-sized apple, had 4 grams of fiber, correct?
That's correct.
4 grams of fiber. Now, and if you had, and remember, 40 years plus, 40 years of solid experience, has proven to our practice that you need 38 grams. The human being needs 38 grams of fiber every single day to flush the bowels out. You know, in other words, all the waste that's in there, to flush it out every single day. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, people can carry up. I've seen people carry 35 years of waste in their bowels. And then they get what they call a colonic irrigation, which partly removes some of it. And when you do pathology on it, that meat in the bowel can be 35 years old.
Wow.
Right? So can you imagine what sort of decimation of inflammation that it does to your gut?
Yeah. And
very bad.
And just for those who don't know, colonic irrigation, what is that? Well,
colonic irrigation is that basically it's an old-fashioned way of cleaning the bowel. So what happens is a nurse will make up a liquid of, say, olive oil, coffee beans, vinegar, whatever, right? So, and then they'll insert that in the anus, in the rectum, and then they pump about 3 or 4 liters of water through that, not water, of that juice, right? They pump that in, and what it does, it goes up the descending colon, the sigmoid descending, transverse colon, and ascending colon. In other words, about 5 feet of tubing, okay? And it stops with the appendixes. It stops there. Don't go any further. There's colonic irritation. Colonic.
Okay, so this is a liquid pumped through your rectum, and it's like, because people realize that, hang on, I need to clear my digestive system, right? So that's what they do.
But that's the old-fashioned way, because that was like 50 years ago, because that's what they did. And some doctors and some practitioners are still using that, but I don't agree with it because it's not a complete digestive tract.
Okay.
The digestive tract is 35 feet long. Mm-hmm. The colon's only 5 feet long, so you got to clean the whole lot, right? Mm-hmm. So to this point, the apple. Remember, I said ate 3 apples. Mm-hmm. So if you ate 3 apples, medium size, not large, that will give you 12 grams of fiber. Get it?
Okay.
Now, so today I'm adding something else to the apples, and I'll tell you what that is pears. Pears.
Pears. The pears that we go to the shop and we buy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely tasting sweet pears, yeah.
Exactly. So overall, there's about, remember I said that in apples, there's about 7,500 varieties in apples.
Yeah.
Right? 7,500 varieties, and about 2,500 are found in America or USA, right? Mm-hmm. Well, in pears is 100 types that are grown worldwide.
Okay.
100 only.
Only 100 types of pears.
Yeah, compared to 7,500 apples, right?
Wow.
Apple varieties. So the most common, I've got to draw to where we are in the UK, and probably part of France as well. The most common we see here is Conference pear.
Yeah.
Is Packham pear, Bartlett, Bosque, and d'Anjou.
Okay.
Which is a French pear. D'Anjou spelled D''Anjou. I've seen a few of those around in France, and also I've seen that occasionally in some of the farm shops, right? Mm-hmm. So but regardless, whether it's Conference, whether it's or Bartlett or Bosque or d'Anjou or Packham, they're all very close. They'd be typically what they call a medium-sized pear. Most pears, I notice in the UK, are what I call small to medium, right? Because remember I said that the medium-sized apple contains 4 grams of fiber.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? 4 grams. So if you have 3 apples, that's 12 grams. 12 grams of fiber, and so with a pear, a medium-sized pear, the pear gives you 6 grams of fiber.
Okay.
6.
Wow, is it?
Mm-hmm. So it's 2 grams more than the apple.
All right.
So I'm not saying quickly, because I'm saying try and eat 3 apples and 3 pears.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And it's easy to do. It's not that hard to do, because if you have 3 apples and 12 grams, if you eat 3 pears, medium-sized, they'll give you 18 grams.
Yes.
So 18 plus 4 plus 10 is 28.
Yeah, we're getting there.
You're getting close. So
right.
if you know, we have 6 fruits of that, what I've just mentioned, that'll give you 28 grams. You've only got to find 10 grams of fiber in other forms of your food, like, for example, rolled oats or barley or grains or brown rice, red rice, and so on. And you've got your 38 grams.
Brilliant. Here's the thing. Just before you continue, now we're talking about fiber here. Now, some of the listeners will be like, okay, fiber. Just to kind of backtrack on what Ronald's been saying to us is that our digestive tract can be so polluted and contaminated with waste. What goes in the toilet, there was actually stuff that could be lodged in our intestinal tract, even within our colon, that can accumulate over time and is literally dead food, oxidating and harming our digestive system, which is like our second brain to our body. So, listener, you might have... Sorry?
You're right. It is... What the best way to put it is not dead food. Is food has not been digested. Okay. You see, and so when the food has not been, like I said, red meat, so too much red meat. So I'm not against red meat, but I mean, if it's red meat that's not been digested, that can be a very high pollutant in the intestines.
Gotcha.
That's why you remove it.
Okay, and we need fiber, so we've got to work with the fiber, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, if the listeners listen to me, and ate 3 apples a day and 3 pears a day. Right? It's not that expensive. Let me tell you what's expensive. What's expensive is cancer of the bowel. That is very expensive. Yeah. and it's all, and you can end up losing part of your bowel. Like in some operations, right? Yeah. So now, that is now what you could do. You can say, "How the hell am I going to eat 3 pears and 3 apples?" Easy. Yeah. You have 2 apples at breakfast, right? You have 1 apple at morning tea, say 10 o'clock, right? And then you have 2 pears at lunch and then 2 pears at dinner. So as an example, okay, there's your fruit for the fruit for the day, and that will give you, as I said before, about 28 grams of fiber, right? Wow. So that's pretty powerful. Now, in addition to the fiber, guess what else you're getting? You're getting carbohydrates of 27 grams per medium-sized pear, and then don't be worried about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is very necessary. A lot of people, like a lot of diet plans, they call it, go, "Oh, can't take carbs. Now that's a lot of rubbish, because without carbohydrates, we wouldn't have energy.
Yeah.
Now, it is about the right amount of carbohydrate. Now, a donut or a fizzy drink with sugar in it, that is not carbohydrate. That is the wrong foods. Okay, that's not healthy carbohydrate. Get it?
Okay, gotcha.
So that's it. So don't focus on carbohydrate. Focus on the fiber, right? Now, also, one pear alone contains 12 grams of the daily value of vitamin C. 12%. So in other words, you have 3 pears and 3 apples. That will give you 3 pears alone is give you 36% already, right? And then vitamin K, 6%. Now, vitamin K is very important for us as an anti-clotting agent in the body.
Yeah.
Right? Then you've got potassium. Potassium is so important. I see a lot of young guys playing football, you get cramps while they're playing.
Yes,
right?
yes, I've been there.
And then you get what they call a hickey in the back leg, right? Well, that's a lack of potassium because they play for a long time. And then about the second half, they start to clamp up.
You know,
and if
Ronald,
you're playing in the high level, sorry?
Ronald, just to, I evidence what you're speaking about, because remember that time, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, I started to get cramps. I used to get cramps in the night time, and you touched on the potassium. So I started to I started to eat more bananas, and I went into and got magnesium as well. And afterwards, that's it. It stopped from there. So that's so true.
It's quite amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So very time's running on, but basically, you've also got folate, and you've got vitamin A and niacin, which is a big complex vitamin.
Yep. And
now folate and niacin, which are these two parts of the big complex vitamins, they provide cellular function, energy production, and provitamin A supports with skin health and wound healing.
Wow.
Right? Okay, now if women want to look beautiful and stay beautiful, if you have 3 apples and 3 pears, within about 3 months, their skin will be so different, it'll be mind-blowing.
Did you get that, ladies? Did you get that one? It's for guys as well. He just gave you the keys to the fountain of youth.
Yes.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, when you see your skin glow, and I mean really glow with health, what I found, I've many years ago when I'd be going for jobs, when I was in the job market, I would always make sure I was eating so well that my skin was glowing at the interview, right? So at the moment I'd walk into the interview where the guy was going to hire me or not, they would look at my skin. You could see their eyes light up, and even though sometimes there were people with 3 degrees, 4 degrees with coming in as a competitor, they'd always give me the job because they'd say this guy is energetic.
Yes,
he's got energy. You can see it glowing out of his face.
It's true.
That's
true.
I learned a lot from that. Yeah, and so it's not important to get a degree, but you can have a degree or 3 degrees or 4 degrees, but if your face is full of acne or you've got poor skin, you are going to be dismissed pretty quick, because your energy is coming through. Make sense?
Yeah, we want as many bullets in our barrel to put things in our favor, and having good skin and light and energy is one of them.
Exactly. Now, just get a couple of more things, just quickly. It's definitely promoting the gut health, as I said before, because, like I said before, one pear, medium size, 6 grams of fiber. Okay. Now, in addition to that, it feeds the soluble fibers in pears and apples, for that matter, feed the healthy bacteria in your gut. Right?
Okay.
Now, you carry as much as about 3 or 4 kilos of healthy bacteria if you're healthy in the gut.
Okay.
3 or 4 kilos.
Okay.
Right? And that's the one that breaks down the protein, carbohydrates, and fats in your food.
Okay, I heard about those, yeah.
And then the other thing that is fascinating is that, you remember I keep on and on about olive leaves and olives, right? And making tea with it.
Yeah.
Now, in the olive tree, you remember I kept telling you that we found an olive tree in Israel. It was 980 years old, right, in Israel, near Lebanon. And the leaves of that tree were still vibrant. And that's because the olive tree is a sacred tree, and is full of what I call polyphenols. Right?
Yep.
Polyphenols. Now, phenols or phenolic compounds are chemistry items in the tree that are incredibly potent antioxidants. In other words, when you get free radical damage coming into your body from, say, diesel fumes or eating the wrong foods, when you take enough polyphenol, that combats and fights the effect and damage of free radicals in your body.
Excellent.
Does that make sense?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Powerful. And that's all in Pears.
Yes, that's all in Pears.
We have Jeanette. Jeanette says here, Jeanette says, my fruit delivery is coming tomorrow, but I'm going out to get some fruit now because I can't wait to try it. Absolutely fantastic. She did speak about GM plants, but I think we'll have to leave that for another day. Yeah, she did question about, we can leave that for another day, maybe next week, if you could touch on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. We can expand on that. But look, at the moment, I'll give you a final comment. At the moment, you can easily get Packham pears at the moment. They're very common at the moment. I've seen quite a few of the good shops, and they're there.
Okay.
And you can get packets of 4, packets of 8. So now one more thing on that: when you buy pears, don't go and buy 30 pears at once. Right? That's madness. Buy about say maybe 4 days of pears.
Okay.
Which is like 12 pears. Buy 12 pears. And then keep that in the fridge, okay? And then every day in the morning when you're about to eat the pears, take them out, and then you start eating fresh pears. So when you keep pears for about 4 days in the fridge, they'll stay fresh. Yeah. But don't put pears too long outside. Okay. As soon as you get home, put them in the fridge. We know what I call a fruit crisper. And I'll look forward to getting feedback from the ladies that do the 3 apples and the 3 pears. Yep. And see in about 2 or 3 months' time what their skin looks like. Wow. In other words, take photos of the skin now. Okay. Okay, so they won't believe the changes. They won't believe it. But people will start to say to them, what are you doing to your skin? Wow. And they'll say, what substance are you using? What creams are you using? Yeah. What's your secret? Wow. And you go, and you just look at them and go, PA. PA.
Pears and apples.
What does that mean?
Pears and apples. Pears and apples. Fantastic. All right. By the way, we have a question here from Ingracia Demario in South London saying, can we use any kind of pears and apples? And the answer is yes. Right? Yes. But preferably, if you remember, I keep saying about the apple, don't eat the green apples so much, they're more acidic, and go more for the red apples. That's more important, red. Okay. Because red means very high level of polyphenols and antioxidants. Brilliant. The yellow apples and the green apples are good, but they tend to be a bit acidic, especially the green ones. Okay. So I'd go more for the red apples, all types. All right. I hope that answers your question, Ingracia. All right. So let's get started. Ronald literally just gave us all a challenge, especially for the ladies who want to keep good skin. It sounds like we put so much layers of makeup just to get that kind of Niger look or whatever look is going on. But try this. Try this and see how it goes. Take a picture of yourself. Take off all the makeup. Take a picture of yourself and try this out and take a picture in 2-3 months. 3 months time, you said, right? Yes. That'll be taking us near to autumn. Just since you've said that, it's very important. A lot of people, they eat 1 pear and 1 apple, and then they look at your skin half an hour later. Yeah, I know, right? I know that. Exactly. You spent like 15 years of your life doing something a problem, and then after you want a solution after 1 apple and 1 pear. But we're more mature than that these days. I'm sure we are. So look, thank you so much for that. Jeanette says pear takes about a week to ripe. It can, right? But if you have a hard pear, I prefer my pears soft. Well, whether it's soft or not, don't give it too soft because I'll tell you what it means. If it's too soft, it means that you've lost the vitamin C in it. Okay. Okay, you get it? So I'd say crispy pear or crispy apple is better. Okay. Is better. But don't make it too soft. All right, guys. And one last thing, very important. Don't peel the pears and don't peel the apples. I see a lot of chefs on TV that do this incredibly potent
so-called desserts that are selling at the top price restaurants, and they peel the pears. They peel the pears, they peel the apples.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, this is a problem.
No. That's not the way to do it. Right? You cook the apples with the skin on, you cook the pears with the skin on, or you eat it that way. Very important.
All right, drop your like as hot. Well, Ronald, thank you so much for today. This has been an absolute banger of an eye-opener for all of us today. And we can't wait to try these delicious tips that you're giving us and put it into practice and see and enjoy the benefits. So thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing what you've got for us next week.
Yes, absolutely.
It's going to be so great. It's going to be so great. All right. So thank you, Petrina, and thank you, Ronald, for everything for today. Yep.
We look forward to the feedback from the people that do it.
That's it. All right. And guys, and if you want to continue with Ronald Petrina has posted in the live chat their Facebook stream that they're going to have later today at 1:30, which is Planet Wellness Ideology. It's going to be at 1 o'clock, so you can directly connect with them and follow what they're doing. They got a great YouTube channel. Petrina's going to put it on the channel on the live chat right now, which I've been enjoying. I've been following. I've been watching their material, just getting more insights, and seeing them, with their recordings. It's been absolutely amazing. All right. So, and if you do want to follow the show that we had today and follow the questions as well with today's guests and any other guests, just visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/robustlife TV, because I am your robust presenter, and we'll have links to all of our guests so you can follow up on what they were sharing, connect with what they are doing at the same time. Guys, we're done for today. Captain Hugo, you've been absolutely awesome, man of sound. Everyone, it's been great. We're 1:15. I think the breakfast show is going to be like 1:15. I think I need to change that in the marketing and in the literature, because we're just having too much fun here. But I hope you all have a powerful and robust day today. Let's be the change that we want to see. Let's create that change inside of us. We have the tools, we have the knowledge, we have the know-how. Pick up one of these books, Bulletproof Dating, your nearest Christian bookshop, etc. And let's just have a totally abundant life, a robust life. Until tomorrow, 6:30. Ciao for now. Connect online Monday to Friday with special guests for inspiration, motivation to start your morning right. Music, banter, fun and laughter. Connect when you start your mornings with The Breakfast Show. Only on libertyradio.co.uk. That's right, The Breakfast Show is back. libertyradio.co.uk from 6:30 a.m.